Hey folks, this is Mike from Maine Primitive Skills School. I just wanted to give you a brief check-in to let you know what's going on here at the school, give you a sense of the current events. Some of the ongoing projects we have include making a parking lot, repairing canoes, pulling everything out of the outbuildings and then reorganizing and putting them back in. This is seasonally a routine when you run a school like this, but just to let you know, we are not asleep. We're not quitting. We're going to be back in full strength plus, and the startup date is kind of unpredictable with the way things are unfolding, but I'm looking at the first week in July. And the reason I say that is that's the summer session startup for those people doing the wilderness immersion program. And our calendar of courses, which are 5-day experiences or longer, weekends, which we call classes, and then workshops, which are day long, are all couched within that wilderness immersion experience so that those participants are taking all of the classes and then fleshing out those skills in the in-between times. The adjustments to the calendar from July on are going to be how can we take what was going on in the spring and introduce it into what's happening in the summer. And the days are already going to be packed, but one of the examples I'm going to use for our adjustments with the courses because of the loss of our spring piece is that instead of doing the herbal 5-day, 80% medicinals, 20% foraged foods and utilitarian plants, it might be half and half. The spring is very heavy on spring ephemerals, greens and sweet tubers and roots. Well, we can't recreate that in the summer, but we can recreate the excitement for wild harvest foods, whereas in the summer it's more of a medicinal foraging and processing workshop, or experience. I've been in the office long enough. It's been at least 5 minutes, so let's go out on a tour, see what's going on the campus. It's going to be good to have my garden back. We've already got seedlings started. And here we are in snowbound rice camp. The holes in the ground mark where we tread the rice. And then on the other side, you'll see some hoops in the woods in a semicircle. This isn't a strange ritual. It's actually a ritual of turning wild gathered seeds into foods. The wild rice is plentiful, and the more you harvest it, the thicker it gets. The original plan for this shelter we're approaching was for it to be invisible. I had fun with it. Learned a lot. In this sweet spot of the apprenticeship, we had people who were highly motivated, self-starters, who were aware enough of their vision, their passion to learn, and their commitment to do so. And with great communication skills, all of them, we worked together to create this rough draft. This is the Yeti Lodge. It's going to be a teaching lodge. These are the poles that we shaved this winter in preparation for Grandfather Ray. He's going to come out and share how to do an earth lodge. I'm hoping to get it videoed as best we can to document every step of the way. Squirrels are alive. They're looking for stuff, but everything's in metal or glass containers, so pretty good. These are the experimental rocket stoves. I'm going to be here a little bit more this year to make sure that they're using and tweaking rocket stove technologies to be more efficient at consuming their fuel. The fire pit where the magic happens. I'm going to finally cut this old log here that used to be a bench. When I first moved here, it was a fresh cut big pine fork, and we used it to build our first debris hut. So for me, it has a little bit of sentimental value. We purchased this land and the house on it because I didn't want to destroy some little kids' woods. We had to find a house that existed and enough land to run a survival school. And this was the place. They called to us, the owners, and we got along great. And this goes down to the spring, so I'm gonna fast forward you to the spring. This area, where it's dappled with shade, I would get some shade-tolerant mints. I would try marshmallow, but marshmallow seems to want direct sunlight, so probably won't put marshmallow in here until a lot of these balsam firs are thinned out.
Even before the last snows leave, the greens are waking up.
Well, folks, the weather's changed, so I'm cutting this tour short. I just want to make sure that you guys are doing well and are well aware of what we're doing here. Stay motivated, keep moving, create an action plan, and then a check item action list that you can accomplish each day. And look forward to seeing you all on the trail. Take care.